I don't want anybody to ever tell me when to move, how to dress, how to live, how to work, how I'm going to raise my kids. It's definitely not going to kiss somebody's ass for money. Right. And I realized at that moment, my why was I don't want to be a control freak. I just want to be in control.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Patrick Legenzoff. I am the sober investor. Hey, what's going on, guys? Sober Investor here. This past weekend, I went to Pace Morby's Mastermind, and he brought us Dean Graziosi as a guest speaker. As you know, he's very high level, very expensive, but we had access to him. And here are the top 5 things that I learned from him to start implementing from the talk that he gave on stage. The first one is, what got you to Egypt will not get you to the promised land. It's like, dang, and he kind of broke it down. All of the things that you're doing that got you to the success that you're at right now. If you wanted to make $1 million and you did all of these things to get to $1 million, if you want to get to 10 million, you cannot do the same thing that got you to $1 million. You have to get uncomfortable, you have to change, and you have to shift with the market. So what got you to Egypt won't get you to the promised land. Don't get stuck in your ways. Who Moved My Cheese is a good book to read that gives kind of the same idea. But know if you have grandiose goals that you're going to have to switch and do something new to get to that next level. Another thing, the second one, is focus on your highest and best use, your number one making money activity. He went as far as to say this, and it kind of changed my perspective. His mom came over to his house and said, "Hey, what day does your trash cans go out?" And he's like, "I don't know." And she was like, "What do you mean you don't know?" He was like, "I don't know." He was like, she was like, "Then who takes your trash cans down to the curb?" He was like, "I don't know." And she was like, "Oh my God, you're getting too big for your britches here." But I mean, it's really down. I mean, it's that specific. He pays somebody to come take his trash cans out to the curb. He gets paid $500,000 for an hour speech or something crazy like that. So if you break that down, how much is that an hour? Let's just say it's $3,000 an hour. His time is better spent either doing some coaching or doing the things that make him money rather than take his trash cans down to the curb. Also, a light bulb is out in his house. His wife was like, "Hey, that light bulb's out." And he's like, "Yeah, it is." She was like, "Hey, I need you to change it." He was like, "The handyman is coming tomorrow." And she was like, "What?" He's like, "The handyman's coming tomorrow." Because again, time is our number one asset. And if you take that time away from your kids or take it away from your number one money making activity, you're not focused, laser focused on what you need to be doing. And he went that deep. And that goes for us out here. I'm not saying not to change the light bulb or take the trash cans out. That's what kids are for. But cutting your grass, you could pay somebody $20 an hour to cut your grass. It might take you an hour or 2 hours. What can you be doing that can make you $200 in that same amount of time that you were cutting that grass? Or cleaning the house. My house, I have 3 kids and 2 pit bulls. The house gets destroyed. So we do have a cleaner that comes over twice a week because my time is not best spent on cleaning a house, and I'm freaking ADHD and nothing gets cleaned anyway. But get laser focused on what your number one money making activity is and cut out all the things that you hate doing, that you're not good at, that is not moving the needle. Number 3, fuzzy targets do not get hit. Meaning, if you're looking at a fuzzy target, you're not going to be able to hit it. So, and what he was saying is you have to have clear cut goals. If your goal is to make $1 million, cool, that's a fuzzy goal. How are you going to get to that goal? You have to be laser focused. What steps do I need to take to get to that goal? So you have to have a clear expectation of what needs to be done to get there, exactly what your goals are, and exactly how you're going to get there. So you have a clear target that you are aiming at. Number 4, this is about the difference between being a leader and being a boss. People will learn from you when they feel understood. If you're constantly barking orders and saying that, and you really are not caring about your employee, then they're not really being understood. You want to have that emotional connection. You want to know, hey, how's your kid doing? How is your dog Bandit doing? How did gymnastics go with your kid? You want to have that emotional connection. And another thing that he said, leaders are effective, bosses are efficient. So you want to be effective, not efficient. A leader, you're effective, you change the aspect of things, you care about people, and you're controlling all of these different things. But a boss is obviously barking orders and telling people what to do. Yes, they're being efficient, but are they being effective? Because today's day and age, guys, people are not just going to work to get a financial paycheck. You want to have some emotional connection in there. Me, my company, my business coach taught me we have a KPI that's called the purpose KPI. And that means what is our purpose and what are the KPIs to that purpose. Like for my nonprofit, our goal is to feed 1,000 people and to help furnish over 100 apartments this year. So when we moved that needle, like my team, they helped us feed that many people. They helped us furnish that many homes. So now they get an emotional paycheck. Their cup is full. They have a purpose and they're also making a financial paycheck. So just know the difference between being a leader and being a boss. And you have to have that emotional paycheck for your employees for them to want to stay. Another thing that he said that hit right here in my heart, this is going to be number 5. If you completely remove yourself, if you go on vacation for a month, can your business still run without you? If the business cannot run without you, you are an employee, not an owner. I was like, oof, ouch, I don't know. So only if you can completely remove yourself and everything can run without you, that's when you're in the owner's box. That's when you're an owner. But if you're constantly in there doing the things and your business can't run without you, this one really hit home. You are an employee and not a business owner. Ouch. So those are the main takeaways that I got from Dean Graziosi. I really appreciate him. I've seen him at the last Mastermind speak, and he kind of just freaking blew my mind with a couple of barriers I was dealing with. But definitely an amazing experience. If you guys haven't seen him speak, he's definitely amazing, and I definitely recommend.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Patrick Legenzoff. I am the Sober Investor.